This is why Pluto should still be a planet. As we all know, on this day 20 years ago, the International Astronomical Union exiled Pluto from planethood and demoted it to the status of a dwarf planet. The Union established the 3 rules of being a planet on August 24, 2006. Coincidentally the same day that Pluto lost its planetary status. Highly suspect, don't you think? The criteria are that a planet must orbit the Sun, have enough mass for gravity to force itself into a spherical shape, and it must clear its orbit of similarly sized objects. Pluto clears the first 2 criteria, while failing to clear the 3rd criterion. But allow me to point out why the Union was deliberately targeting my MVP, Pluto. It's true that Pluto doesn't dominate its path of orbit in the same way that the other 8 planets do, but that rule becomes so obviously targeted once you realize that Pluto is literally in the Kuiper belt. None of the other planets have to deal with that giant donut of ice rocks. Mercury is lucky enough to be right in front of the Sun, and doesn't have to clear its orbit of other objects because the Sun is probably already doing all the work. Do you really think Mercury would be able to clear the asteroid belt? Let alone the Kuiper belt, which is 20 times the width and mass. No, it wouldn't. And we would all be calling Mercury a dwarf planet. Pluto isn't any less of a planet than Mercury. Checkmate, nerds. And honestly, it just feels needlessly cruel to call Pluto a dwarf planet, when this has nothing to do with Pluto being small and everything to do with the Kuiper belt. I honestly agree with the first 2 criteria. If Jupiter captured Mars, then Mars would be a moon. If Titan orbited the Sun instead of Saturn, then Titan would be a planet. And as for the 2nd rule, well, we can't just call any old asteroid a planet. So the spherical thing makes sense. It's just the 3rd rule that grinds my gears. The International Astronomical Union is kinda racist, if you think about it. Live in the shitty part of the solar system? Not a planet. Shaped like a potato? Not a planet. Most of us grew up knowing Pluto as a planet. And many people still say there are 9 planets. The Union can't brainwash the truth out of us, even after 20 years of trying. And this is why the Union sucks and Pluto should be a planet. Tune in next time where I explain why the Earth is flat.